Welcome to 10,000 Voices, Awakening and Reawakening. We are a site where you can come and share your stories of heartache, of heartbreak, of pain, of disappointment, of disillusionment, of joy, of happiness, of restoration, and of victory. Our purpose here is to help those out there who are not awakened and to assist those who have long died but need to reawaken to the light that lives within them. It is through our stories that other people recognize that if she can do it, I can do it too. And there are so many wonderful stories out there that have not yet been shared or even told. These are the stories that we're looking for. We're looking for those who are brave enough, who are strong enough, and who are empowered enough to share your stories with other people out here who are suffering, who are feeling devastated, and who are feeling alone. I would like to begin by sharing my story, and I call my story From the Pits of Hell and Beyond to Love. I remember as a 17-year-old single mother of a beautiful 9-month-old baby girl, I met and fell in love with the guy of my dream. I thought he could turn the world upside down, and there was nothing that he could not do. I fell head over heels and madly in love with this young man. At that time, he was in college, and I had just graduated high school. And therefore, I thought we would be the perfect match, that we build this happy family and start a life together and live happily ever after. However, 4 months into the relationship, on the day of my daughter's first birthday, we went to the store to get the things that I needed to prepare for her party. And while in the store, picking up items, pushing the cart around and getting the things that I needed, from out of nowhere, this man asked me, "How would you like to be my mistress?" And we had been joking and kidding around while we were walking around the store, so I thought surely this was just a joke. This must be a joke. However, when he said the second time, I stopped dead in my tracks because I realized this guy was serious and I needed to hear more about what he was talking about, because this could not be the man that I had been dating for the last 4 months. This could not be the man of my dream that I had already envisioned having a family with and living and creating a life with and having lifelong dreams and goals and ambitions accomplished. This could not be the same guy. Surely there must be an imposter. So I proceeded to finish up our shopping and to get into the car because my mind couldn't think of anything at that point. I was numb all over. I couldn't think of anything as we got in the car and drove the long, lonely, silent, still ride home. He began to talk and to share with me a promise that he had made to someone else long before he'd ever met me. Now, why do you think would he not have shared that with me in the beginning? At any rate, as I sat there and I listened to his story, I died inside. Everything inside of me disconnected. My head was so tight, it was spinning. It could have easily exploded in that moment, and I wouldn't have cared. My heart sank. I felt like it had been ripped out. Someone had taken a knife and plunged it deep into my chest and cut out my heart, and I did not care. I was numb all over. Tears were streaming down my face. I was bubbling with snot, tears, anger, frustration, hurt, all in the same breath. But yet I realized I had something to do. I had to take care of my daughter that day. I had to make sure that she had the best birthday party ever. So I took those feelings, I took those emotions, I took that moment, and I suppressed them. I pushed them to the farthest reaches of my mind. And I hoped that I would never ever have to encounter them again, because I hoped that I was in the midst of a dream and that I would wake up and he would say, "It was just a joke. I was just kidding." But I tell you, the party went on. Everything went well, but the dream never ended. This was no joke. This man had totally upset my life, my balance, my being, my self-esteem, my self-worth. He had completely turned my world upside down. This was the beginning of a long litany of relationships that would end in chaos. This is the litany of a long list of relationships that would end with broken promises, disappointments, disillusionments. This was just the beginning of it. This, I tell you, was my glimpse into the pits of hell. And this is my story.